Hey guys, I'm so fucking furious about this. This is the lowest DSP's ever got. This is the worst thing that he's ever done, and I'm really angry. This is worse than Project 7. This is worse than uh when he jerked off on camera. This is worse than the time he told all of Leanna's like medical history to his audience. This is the worstest thing he's ever done. And he should be ashamed of himself. And I think because of this, he should lose his house. He should live on the streets and I don't know, get eaten by some homeless people. So we're just gonna watch this, and I'm gonna try to kind of just contain my moral outrage at what he does here. So to give this context, so DSP's been playing Knights of the Old Republic, and it's buggy, and it deleted a save game of his, and he lost 2 hours progress, and that pissed him off, and he's a pussy for that. Why would you be upset if a game didn't save properly? Like, what kind of a cuck would get upset about that? He's a pussy. He should just accept that the save feature doesn't work and just stop being a baby. But that's not really like the only bad part about this. If that was just that, that would be bad enough. But we're gonna see something so horrible, so terrible. It fills me with like moral indignation.
And the game apparently has deleted everything that I did after that. This is making me incredibly nervous. This blows. Today's just a bad day. Kobe Bryant passes away in a tragic helicopter crash. My saves get corrupted and deleted from friggin' Knights. What else could happen? I hope nothing else. I hope that's it. Seriously. That's gotta be it, man. We gotta cheer up. We gotta have a good day. This is not good. We gotta have better than this, dude.
Oh my god. Like to compare Kobe Bryant's death with his save. Okay, he didn't technically say that they were equivalent. He just said multiple bad things had happened in one day, but that doesn't matter. What matters is DSP in some way compared losing a save game with Kobe Bryant's death. I mean, like I said, it's bad enough that he got angry that the save didn't work properly and he lost 2 hours. But to say that about Kobe Bryant, I am outraged. Like let's think about this for a minute. DSP is a pussy because he got angry when people fucked with him, when they filed the copyright strikes against him, when they ruined his partnership deal, and when they ruined his sponsorship deals. Like people doing that and like people swatting him, those aren't things that you should get upset about. Those aren't things you should be morally outraged about. What you should be morally outraged about is DSP daring to, in the same sentence, say he was having a bad day because Kobe Bryant passed away was referenced in the same sentence um as his save file being corrupted. So let's just go down and look at these comments. And we have some asshole near Arts named Argent who said this is the definition of crocodile tears. Let's see here. The death of Kobe has distracted people from donating to me. Sorry guys, it's my depression. It's acting up again. I'm depressed like Etika. I didn't mean to say that. Let's see here. He thinks it's okay to say these horrible things because he thinks he's safe in his stinky box of a community. I mean, this is what I'm morally outraged about. I'm not morally outraged about rape gangs or cartels beheading people or the lack of government action on the widespread fentanyl abuse. I'm not outraged about any of these things. The thing I'm outraged about is DSP doing this. Like, I don't know, a bad save over a helicopter crash that killed a man, his daughter, and several others. How low can this guy get? It's not like the death of someone you don't know is like a really abstract thing that doesn't really matter that much to you directly. Look, DSP should have treated Kobe Bryant's death like it was the death of his mother. Like, I just this dude is so far gone. I know you guys make fun of him and shit. This man is so disengaged from reality, and we have ringside seats. Phil could have easily apologized for the poor choice of word. Let's like look how many of these fucking like people are talking about this. Um, it's getting kind of hard here to maintain this sarcasm, but I think to show how bad what Phil said was, let's look at the context of what the rest of what his statement was, shall we?
Way, I still have not seen any major news sites covering it, but it says like everyone's kind of quoting TMZ, saying that Kobe Bryant passed away in a helicopter crash. That's awful. First of all, he's only 41 years old. That's way too early to be leaving this plane of existence. The guy had a huge legacy, one of the best NBA players of all time. So it really sucks if this is true, and it sounds like it is. You hear sirens, that's because they were outside. They're gone now. And you know, it's a helicopter crash, which is terrible. Like, I know for a fact from when I worked with a helicopter company, helicopters are amazing, but very risky.
That statement, he didn't say that he cried personally and that he's going to donate like $10,000 to a charity that helps people who died in hospital helicopter crashes. It's fucking scum.
Like, there were a few times when I worked for the company that I worked for customer service for this helicopter company, and I dealt with a lot of companies that were basically like oil riggers. They would fly people to and from their oil rigs out in the ocean on helicopters. And there was once or twice.
Like, how dare he bring up relevant personal experience? Like, how dare he talk about a company he used to work for that's directly relevant to the situation? This is making it about him.
There was once or twice when the helicopter would go down, and there was almost always deaths. Almost all. It was a rare occurrence if a helicopter would go down and someone wouldn't pass away. They are very dangerous, you know. And actually, I had opportunity once. I was offered to fly in a helicopter, and I said no.
So here he's saying that he's better than Kobe Bryant. He's smarter than Kobe Bryant because he said helicopters are dangerous, and he chose not to. He should have chosen to fly in that helicopter to show solidarity with Kobe Bryant.
I actually said no. You know, I don't know. Like, whew.
Just how low can one
That's
man
just
get?
really awful news, man.
Oh my god.
Really awful news. Ugh. Well, an anonymous $3 tipper says, well, ESPN is kind of reporting it now, so it seems legit. Well, that's awful. That is awful. Like I said, listen, I'm not a sports guy. I never was. But to know that a prominent sports figure who was very young, I say very young. 41's not very young. But you know what I mean? Like, way too early to be lost. That sucks ass. And especially a tragic way to lose someone like this is awful. I mean, one thing, if someone's older, lived a full life, oh, no, they you know, they're passing away from a disease or something when they're old. That's different than, oh, my God, only 41 years old in a tragic crash. You know, it's shocking. So... Oh, yeah? Ibsel Finn says, I saw an interview with him. He says he started using his helicopters a lot because of the traffic in Los Angeles. It was so bad. Damn.
Well, I think that is like the most insensitive thing I've ever heard. He was practically celebrating his death there. It's just, I can't do it anymore. Let's just cast this fucking facade aside. If you didn't realize this whole thing was fucking sarcastic. Oh my god, Phil made an irreverent comment. Like, how dare he do that? How dare he do that? Just because I made fun about the idea of him like getting kicked out of his house. I spent years calling him a pedophile, which many of these people did when he was even if they weren't serious about it, they still called him a pedophile when he was dating Leanna. There was the whole prostitute escort thing. There is the numerous times people have fucked with him in real life. And that's all justified. That's okay. That's like, if Phil complains about that stuff, he's a fucking pussy. But if like he makes in these you know who's pussies? The people who got upset by this are massive pussies. If they can't take it. Like if they can't take, and I don't even think it was like serious. I think it was a joke, to be perfectly honest. Like
That's got to be it, man. We got to cheer up. We got to cash. My slaves get corrupted and deleted from friggin' knights. What else could happen? I hope nothing else. I hope that's it. Seriously. That's got to be it, man. We got to cheer up. We got to have a good day. This is not good. We got to have better than this, dude.
I think that was sarcastic, and I think that was a joke. I think that was like gallows humor. Like I don't know. I feel like that was self-awareness, like that he's kind of aware that these two things aren't equivalent, but he's making them equivalent because the juxtapositioning is funny. And in a lot of cases, you just have to laugh about really tragic shit. Like, I would be really hypocritical because I just did a stream the other day where I played Plague Inc. and I made a virus called Corona Chan. That's not to like say this isn't tragic. It's not to say it isn't bad. But if you want to keep your sanity in the world, like to quote Dennis Prager, you have to have a really dark, twisted sense of humor to get through life in one piece. And even if DSP wasn't making a joke there, like I said, these people are massive pussies if they were actually like offended by that. It's just it's like worst case scenario, Phil said something a little dumb. Like compared to other stuff he said, compared to the stuff that these people have said about him and they've done to him. And I'm not saying it's not deserved. I'm just saying like the righteous indignation about this just kind of disgusts me. And I just think it's really like it just irritates me. I try to be fair to Phil. Like I've called him a sleazy asshole. I've said he scams. Well, I don't know if he scams his fans. He did on Project 7, but he emotionally manipulates his fans. He lies to them about what he uses the money for. He's kind of an asshole in general. He produces poor quality content. Like I've made fun of him for all of these things, but I don't think I've ever like seriously taken offense because of something mildly stupid he said. And if I have, it's like played up. Like when I do the one of me like yelling at him for playing Stalker, that like that's a joke. That's me like exaggerating. That's like the AVGN or something. It's like it's just over the top rage for no reason. So yeah, I'm gonna say I think these people are pussies. I'm sorry if that bothers you, but I try to be fair here. And yeah.